Hey guys, Cole here, and today I'm bringing you a video on how to write SEO optimized content. So in my last video I talked a little bit about the general overview of SEO content, but this one I'm kind of going a bit more specific on what you want to include in your blog post and web pages. So let's get into it. So number one thing you want to do before you actually begin the writing phase is your research. So we're going to find our keywords. We're going to want to know content type and topic. So we want to know our audience. We want to know our niche that we're going to. Maybe it's vegan food, vegan pet food. Maybe it's protein powder supplements. Yeah, any of that. You want to really look into that. Website builders maybe. Next, we want to find our content length. So this can be found through using tools or just through rough estimates. But this is a big one because if you have more content length than your opposition, then that's really going to give you a step over the rest. And similar pre-existing content, so really remastering other people's content and just not reinventing the wheel, just making sure that you're seeing what's ranking high and kind of applying those principles. So just some research tools that I recommend is one of them is SEMrush, which is a really good one. It's a bit more on the expensive side and it's a bit more professional type tool, but it really gives you a bigger insight into your blog posts and it'll really make them more professional and rank higher. The other one's SEOpressor, which is a more cheaper alternative, but it really gives you the good keywords and and it lets you really understand what's ranking highly, what has competition, what has volume in the keyword sector. But yeah, they both got free trials for both of these, so check them out, and then we'll get into the next part. Type of content. Okay, so you want to input target keyword in the Google search to see the top ranking content in whatever you're writing your post about, and this will help understand patterns for this keyword. So if you look over here, I've typed in best website builders, so that's the keyword, the best website builders. And if you can see here, the top 4 ads, so these people are promoting them, and they're most likely affiliate marketers there. And in one at the bottom, as you can see, the best website builders, that's an actual website that someone's created as a blog post. It's not an actual advertisement. And within that most likely people are going to click on that one. I know I would, because when I see the word ad, I don't usually tend to click on it. But when you see and it's giving you a little bit of an overview, it's a really good sign that that person's written good content, and it's SEO optimized. So that's a good way to understand. It'd be a good thing to kind of remaster their content actually. So next is discover the length of the content. So I'm giving you right here weighted with SEMrush, which is one of those tools I showed you, and it really gives you a great overview on what your target should be. So what you do, if you do have it, on page and tech SEO, you'd go to an SEO content template. You type in your keywords just here where it says SEO copywriting, and you'd say create SEC template, and this is what it generates for you. And then as you can see at the bottom here in the box, it's recommending text length 2001 J2 words. So what it does, gives you the top 10 rivals. It looks at all the keywords around that, gives you a lot more in depth into it, backlinks as well. And then it tells you how many words you need to rank highly. If you don't have SEMrush, this is the way to do it. It's a bit more annoying, but it works. So analyze top ranking articles with your keyword. So as I said, best website builders, you're gonna have a look at all that content and you're gonna find what the best ranking ones are. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna estimate the average words. I know this would take a while, so just give it a rough estimate, or copy and paste and paste it into a Word document. And then what I'd say is add all those up, average them out, and increase that by 500 words at least. I know this is more time consuming, but it will give you a great idea of what you need to do. The next, people always ask section. This is a big one that people miss out on. So I know a lot of the time when I'm looking for an answer to something, I go on there, people ask questions, and I always click on those. And then more generates underneath. So if I would click on one of the best free website builders, if I click that there, even more questions generate under. It's a good way to understand what people are actually asking, and to try and target your keywords around that, or to target future blog posts around that. That'd be a great way to do it. Next, okay, we're looking at the actual writing of the content. So this is obviously the main part that you guys would have came here for, and I will get into that now. So number one is the post title. So this is what the searcher sees as the title of your post. So I'm giving you a poor post title, best website builder e-commerce centralizer. Like, this has way too much competition with the best website builder. and it's specified to your product. A great way if you're going to specify one product, you don't need to put in the word best or anything like that. You kind of want to revolve around reviews. If you already have a high domain website and a lot of audience, then you can do that. But when you're starting out, it's not what you want to do at all. So focus on the main keyword, e-commerce centralizer. And then the search engine optimized title I've created here for you. E-commerce centralizer, easy to use automation, website creator, review. See, it's not going to have much competition around that. Maybe some people are going to be talking about the e-commerce centralizer, which is actually a great website builder. So there might be a little bit of competition around that. But easy to use automation, website creator, not review. Not many people are going to be using those words. So it's a great way to go around it. People will search in automation. Yeah, I think really understanding that you don't need to always use high volume keywords because it's going to be much harder to rank. So use kind of like a medium volume keywords that are low ranking. And a good way to do that is obviously with the tools that I've given you, and you can also do it with some other free ones that I'll put in the description. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. Meta title, number 2, meta title. So this is how your post is displayed in the search engine results. If you don't have a meta title, your post title is displayed in search engine results. So what we just talked about before, but it is important to have a meta title and make sure your keywords are in that. I've given you a little bit of a thing. So I know a lot of people use WordPress. So if you're using WordPress, after you've written your post title, create an SEO title at the bottom of the page in the SEO section. That's where you're going to write your meta title. And it's good because it's more optimized to the search engine, and it gives you a better chance of ranking highly. So your meta title, just make sure your keywords are in it, and with your post title, you still want the keywords, but you want it more user friendly, that your audience is gonna get captured by pretty much when they're in your post. Cool. Number 3, post meta description. So this is extremely important. WordPress, another as I'm going to talk about a little bit more into, they allow you to add meta descriptions to a post. So it is very important for search engine rankings, as that is what is going to be the kind of description of your website to Google and the search engines. So if you're putting in your keywords into there, and I think you get about 150 maximum, what is it? No, 70 character maximum just here. If you're putting your keywords in there and you're writing them in an appealing way, you're gonna have a very high chance of ranking high. And if you miss this step, then you've got a very low chance of getting that. Even if your content's amazing, you got to have a good meta description. Because I know subconsciously when I'm looking for websites and when I'm just like looking for results, if I actually do look in the meta description, like the little pop up in the bottom. If it looks like it's like a good description, I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna click on that website. If it looks poorly written, I'm just gonna be like, nah, keep scrolling, find one with the better one. So that really don't avoid that step. I can't stress that enough. Next is this one people don't understand, number 4, image alternative attributes. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Google cannot read images. It reads text. So in order for you to make sure that your images are being getting keywords around them, put it in the alternative text here and the image title attribute. So make them the same. So let's say I have the e-commerce centralizer, like a picture of the product or a picture of the website. I say e-commerce centralizer. I put that there, and then I'm getting ranked high in keywords, and I'm being more SEO optimized. So make sure your image name relates to what it is. Don't just make it something random, because then Google can actually pick up this as spam tactics. Next, interlinking and anchor text. This is a massive one. So link back your old posts. And that will make Google re-index them. So by linking back to your old post, Google's like, okay, so this web page is still active. People are still visiting this. Let's go ahead and re-index that. Put that in people's search engine results. So that's a really good thing to start out. If you're very new to it, make sure you keep linking back to your old articles. And even if you are new, go back now and just interlink them. So when interlinking, ensure you use anchor text. What is anchor text? So anchor texting basically means you are making that hyperlink the keywords. So let's say I'm saying click here for e-commerce centralizer. I'm not going to make hyperlink the click here part, because what happens is Google doesn't understand. Google kind of says that as a keyword, so it kind of gets rid of your whole point. So what you want to do, you want to actually hyperlink the e-commerce centralizer, and that's going to rank your web page higher for the e-commerce centralizer, centralizer like search engine results. So yeah, that's a big one there. And yeah, as I said, it gives Google insight into your content, so what you're actually creating, and it will improve your ranking. Yeah, make sure you fill out the main keywords. Okay, on to the next. Removing filler words within permalink. Okay, with your permalink, this is like what people see as, like, HTTPS dot dot slash slash. Yeah. If you have filler words in your permalink, Google just ignores them, and it's kind of just a waste of a permalink, and it's kind of considered a keyword, which kind of gives you more competition. So make sure you take those out. Next is I've given you a bad permalink, so the top 10 best website builders of the year 2020. What you're going to want to do, so it's going to be a domain.com, so such as, let's say, rizzesblog.com/, and you're going to go top 10 best website builders 2020. So I've taken out those filler words, the, of, and the. Like, you don't want those in there. It's not going to help your web page at all. And people aren't even really going to look at those filler words. They kind of just go over your head. And lastly, and actually a really important factor, is don't change your post permalink once published. For some reason, this messes with the Google search engine algorithm. So make sure before you've published it, just make sure it's the right permalink that you're gonna want, and take out those filler words. So just go through that little extra step. Write this down somewhere in your checklist, and yeah, that's a really important one. Number seven. So it's the last bit of advice I give you. So heading tags. So your H1 tag is your post title. So you can do this in your blog. There's like little description things that you can do it. Include your keywords. Include your main keywords in there. Put that through. Make it relate to what your post is. And through H2 to H6 tags, they're all subtitles. Like, if you're reading a newspaper, you got like your little subtitles, subcategories underneath. Include your keywords in those too, because that's going to rank your content higher, and it's going to be more SEO optimized. So ensure you're putting your keywords in your tags. A lot of people don't miss this step of heading tags. So just ensure you're doing that, because all these little factors make a huge difference in how your chance of ranking higher on web pages and people and your audience seeing your posts. Too easy. Cheers for coming in today, guys. I think this one's a little bit quicker than the last one, but I hope you guys really learned something. I'll be having links in the description to all those tools that I've been advocating for you guys, and I think they all have free trials. I'm not too sure, and some are actually free, and they're really good softwares to use. I will actually chuck in e-commerce centralizer since I've referenced it so much, because it actually is a really great website builder. But yeah, I'll probably be posting another video tomorrow, so just stay tuned for that, guys. Take care, and see you next one. Cheers.